The first step we want to take is to organize our data and have a closer look at it. To have a better overview and to have a reference board on hand while modeling, I like to use a free tool called PureRef. It's like a big board where you can import images, sort them together, draw, make notes, etc. Let's have a look. You can get it here on pureref.com. Select personal license, whatever operating system you're on. And here you can change the custom amount to 0. And then you can download it. All the images that are available for the location that you're going to model, you can find over here. You can download the zip file, and in the zip file you'll find these images. This is for Xanthi. You can select them all and just drag them in, and there you have it. I've already prepared a board for the Xanthi location, and I've organized all the images to their broad category. For example, this is clearly the hallway, so I've put all the hallway images together. Just do it by dragging and dropping. You can also scale, rotate. If you right click, you can add a node, etc. So it is the hallway. This appears to be a cell, the bathroom and the toilet. Also included an overview satellite image from Google Maps. And the measurements I took with the measurement tool. Some screen captures from Street View. And the images that were available from the outside. Now in the case of Xanthi, we're lucky that there is 3D data available, which makes our life much easier. And I usually just like to have a look at some of the details. Like for example, you can see this sort of weird architectural design. Don't know what else to call it. Like things like details like this, that there's a staircase here. It's much harder to spot if you just have images like this. Like for example, in the Samos location, there's no 3D Google Maps data. We just have this satellite image. There's no street view, or like very, very limited, which makes it much harder to model this entire compound. Good thing from Samos is, for example, in this picture you can see that these buildings, they're made by the company Glass Art, and they make prefab modular housing. So I guess the exact dimensions of these containers are probably not impossible to find. As for the Xanthi location, there's only a handful of images available from the inside, and judging by these pictures here, we can more or less establish, looking at this is probably this building here. It's taken somewhere around here probably. Let's see. Makes sense. So we can deduct that the images that we have are covering this building. So we know that this building will be our focus, and they look really similar. So it's not a stretch to assume that they all have the same inner structure. Although, like we can see here, for example, here we see 5 of these extrusions, and here we see 4 of them, and here's 5 again. So there are some differences, like here only 3 or 4 maybe. Yeah, 4. So the buildings are different, but still look similar enough. And either way, there's not much more that we can do. We have to go by the data that we have. So the idea, first of all, is to get a feel for the place, to see if you notice specific details, and second of all, to have something to go to while modeling. You'll notice that once you are in the modeling process, you'll have several moments where you think, how does this work and where does this fit? Then it really helps to have as much angles available to solve that problem.